Fiasco XFINITY series makes its return today at Texas Motor Speedway at Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys have been waiting a little bit for this video to come out, but I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. If you guys did not see the Daytona race a few weeks ago, I suggested you guys go check it out. There were a bunch of huge wrecks and the closest finish in Fiasco racing history. But let's check out the starting lineup today. On poles, Rusty Shackelford right next to Ryan Labonte. Bubba Ballas and Reed are in row 2. Row 3 has Germanti Bow and Boots with the Fur in the 20. Row number 4, Brad St. Martin and Nick Breeding. Row 5, Travis Steele and Cheyenne Wright. Row 6, Mitchell Collins and Slim Jimmy in the 2. Row 7, Zachary Taylor and Carter Friesen. Row 8 has Michael Sanders and Heathcliff Abernathy IV. Row 9, Timmy Chill and Carter Joey. Row 10, Chase Russell and Victor Pavlov. Row 11, Thick Matt and Jimmy John. Row 12 has Shiva Ayer and Smitten Payload in the 17. Row 13, Rockwell Collins and Joey Smith, and rounding out the field, today's slow boy is Gavin Ayer in the 15. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at the starting lineup for today's race. The green flag is about to come out as the pace car makes the hard left turn in the pit road, and we are racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Rusty Shackelford gets off to a great start, getting ahead of Ryan Labonte in that 42, being able to run his line right into turn 1. That's exactly what you want to do here at Texas Motor Speedway. You want to run your line, not get forced up to the top. The best way to do it is go high in the straights and low in the corners. You always want to stay down low. Rusty Shackelford already starting to fail at that. He was running the middle line in turns 3 and 4, but he's going to lead lap 1 regardless, as Ryan Labonte starts to pick up some speed, but he goes up high. Bubba Ballas and Germanti Bow, along with Brad St. Martin, are all going to get by him in turns 1 and 2. They start pushing 3 wide coming out of turn 2, but they manage to keep it straight for now. Ryan Labonte losing a lot of ground staying in that high line, and it looks like Germanti Bow is going to suffer the same fate as Brad St. Martin and Boots with the Fur in the 20 get by him. Rusty Shackelford once again leading another lap. Bubba Ballas is trying to chase him down and that number 6 Ford. Brad St. Martin is losing ground to Boots with the Fur, and Ryan Labonte has found his way down to the bottom. And now we are going to skip over to lap 4. And you guys see here towards the back of the pack, we have gotten split a little bit. It looks like the field has been split in half. There looks to be like one driver that slowed everybody else down behind him. You see a couple of drivers in the apron, the 7 and I believe that is the 17. Those guys are going down to the apron. 3 wide coming out of turn 4, but they're able to keep it straight for now. We are now on lap 5. Bubba Ballas is on the outside of Boots with the Fur. Boots with the Fur is fighting for that lead against the 6 of Bubba Ballas, but Rusty Shackelford is not giving it up so easily. He lost the turn coming out of turn 2, but it looks like he's going to try to get it back here. Will he be able to lead the lap coming to the stripe? And it looks like Boots with the Fur in the 20 is going to lead that one, but since he was on the high line, he's going to start to lose a little bit of speed to Rusty Shackelford and maybe Ryan Labonte. Now, Ryan Labonte actually won the race last week at Daytona, barely edging out Boots with the Fur by 1/1000th of a second, I believe it was. It truly came down to a bumper. Honestly, not even a bumper. It was by a mere inch that Ryan Labonte won that race. He's looking to keep up the consistency in the championship today as he rides that low line here at Texas Motor Speedway. Now looks like Bubba Ballas in the 6 is looking to push 3 wide in the middles of turn 1 and 2. Coming out of this turn, Rusty Shackelford barely manages to keep it off of the wall. Boots with the Fur is right behind him, but there's an absolute train on the bottom with the number 0 of Zachary Taylor. He's found his way up front. Brad St. Martin is still in the mix, and the 11 of Michael Sanders has found his way up there as well. It is a 7-man dogfight, it looks like it is, for the lead, but everybody else is starting to catch up behind. It looks like a lot of drivers are in position to win this race as long as they can all keep it clean and we don't see any massive wrecks towards the front. Now you see the number 0, Zachary Taylor, is fighting for the lead against the 14 of Brad St. Martin. St. Martin has the edge coming out of turn 4. He's going to lead it pretty convincingly, but the 11 of Michael Sanders, there's a lot of cycling going on here for the lead. They go to the lead and then they wind up drifting a little high, pushing it a little too hard, and then they go back down once they get towards the back of the pack. And you see Reed in the 16 fighting his way towards the front on the inside of Shackelford in the 62. You guys will not see better racing than what you see right here. These guys are running so close to each other, but they're also keeping it clean. Awesome racing here at Texas as we get to lap 11. Rusty Shackelford has turned it into a two-man race. He is on the inside on turn 2 of Brad St. Martin, and they are side by side going down the backstretch with Boots with the Fur lurking in 3rd place. He dives down low following Shackelford. He knows that's the preferred line, and it looks like he's trying to push 3 wide, but Brad St. Martin does a smart thing, lets off a little bit. He doesn't want to push it a little too hard this early in the race. Rusty Shackelford leads another lap with Boots with the Fur on his inside. Nobody's letting him off easy here. Rusty Shackelford had a very tough season in the FNCS last season, and he's looking to bounce back here in the Xfinity Series. He was bumped down from competition. It's always rough to deal with a demotion, but let's hop on board with Rusty Shackelford in the 62. As we were on board with Shackelford in the 62, we saw him lose a bunch of spots, staying on that high line, not being able to get back down low. Got passed by the 28 of Mitchell Collins and the 6 of Wubba Ballas. And it looks like he's going to have a tough road ahead of him to try to get back into the lead. He's chilling in 5th. These guys are all running in a train right now. But Brad St. Martin once again pushes it a little too hard going into turn 3. Coming out of turn 4, they're side by side. But also behind them, Mitchell Collins and Wubba Ballas are side by side. Rusty Shackelford just watching the fight, looking to see if he can get down below Mitchell Collins in that 28. It looks like he's going to complete the pass coming out of turn 2. And he gets it done. But Boots with the Fur has taken the lead, and he's taken the lead pretty convincingly. He's up by 3/10. Wubba Ballas and the 62 of Shackelford, they're fighting for position, which is going to slow them down and might allow the 20 of Boots with the Fur to be able to escape with the lead here. Now, last week at Daytona, Boots with the Fur finished 2nd in the closest finish in Fiasco racing history. He's looking to bounce back this week and get a win. If he can, this will definitely help him out in the championship standings. But we're going to make a quick cut here as Reed in the 16 falls into an issue. It looks like he has a tire down, and it seems like if no wrecks happen in this race, he will finish last place, which means he'll be outside of the top 20, which means he will get no points for this race. Wubba Ballas pushing really hard against the 18 of Rockwell Collins, who has also somehow found his way into the top battle. He's following his Joe Gibbs teammate in the 20 Boots with the Fur. Right behind Wubba Ballas. He's trying to get down low, but he just can't. It looks like the 0 of Zachary Taylor is going to be on his inside as they get onto the backstretch. Coming to lap 29, 5 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. Boots with the Fur has a convincing lead by half a second. He just needs to stay consistent, but let's hop on board with Wubba Ballas in the 6. Now we see Ballas in the 6 slowly chipping away at the lead there, but on this last lap he actually lost a few tenths right there. And it looks like the 6 of Wubba Ballas is not going to be able to catch the 20 unless the 20 somehow makes a mistake. Rusty Shackelford on the inside of the 18 of Rockwell Collins, moving him out of the way, taking away the groove from him. But right behind them is Brad St. Martin in the 14. He's been consistent all race long, but the number 20 takes the white flag here. He just needs to be consistent for one more lap. Wubba Ballas chipped away 2 100ths on that last lap. And on this level, it's not going to cut it. Boots with the Fur is very, very disciplined. He has been consistent all race long, always in the top 5. Going into turn 3, he still has that convincing lead on the 6. And coming out of turn 4, it seems all but inevitable. After finishing 2nd at Daytona, Boots with the Fur gets his first ever win at Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations to the number 20, and let's look at the race results. We have the number 20 of Boots with the Fur, Wababalis, Shackelford, St. Martin, Collins, Wright, Taylor, Friesen, Sanders, and Joey rounding out the top 10. And there you guys have the top 20. And if you didn't finish in the top 20, you have absolutely no points for this race. And let's take a look at the current standings. After that win, Boots with the Fur is up on Cheyenne Wright by 11 points. Ryan Labonte has dropped way down in the standings to 7th. 18 points back. These guys are going to have to step it up, be more consistent, and hope Boots with the Fur has a bad race. But if you guys did enjoy that video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for the support on these videos and this series, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I don't really know what's going down, but I try to find a way out, yeah. I don't really know what's going down, but I try to find a way